Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome to episode 2 of my Napoleon Total War Darthmod campaign as the United Kingdom. Here today, we're going to be focusing on the Spanish front and the Peninsular War. So I hope you guys like the sound of that. Alright, so in the last episode, if you haven't gone and seen it, I highly recommend you do. We managed to have the battle for Amsterdam and we seized Holland for King George. So we're currently replenishing and repairing there. We'll chill there unless the French or potentially other enemy forces sort of attack us. So we're currently under siege in Gibraltar by the Spanish. I'm going to end the turn and continue because I would much rather play the battle when they attack us. Okay, so the French fleet is moving to block my port. Thankfully we've got ships in all of my ports, so they're not going to block the trade for too long. We had the Battle of Trafalgar in the last episode as well with Nelson, and we've currently got 2 navies in the Channel and the Strait. So, okay, the Spanish want to... I'm going to decline this because most of my military forces here are the garrison itself, and we're not going to be able to withdraw them. So we're going to decline. If you want Gibraltar, you can pry it from my cold, dead British hands. Okay. Right. Yeah, so I wonder when they're going to attack. We'll run down some of these French fleets that are hanging around us because they're disrupting our continental trade. That's fine. And we've got more military forces as well, ready to head down to Gibraltar. So I think we'll send John Moore. Famously died in Spain. This time around, hopefully he can be the conqueror. So we'll send essentially most of the Channel Navy just to aid and try and lift the siege of Gibraltar. So, how's the best way to do this? Oh, damn it, I wanted more. I wanted to keep a ship in the port. It's always a little bit difficult trying to lock navies, so hang on, we'll move you there. And yeah, that's what I want. There we go. Why was that so much of a... There we go. Why is this being so difficult? What am I doing? Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, so we're still pretty far away. Nelson's holding the strait for now. Review that. Perfect. Okay, well, it's getting to the point where they're not going to attack us. They haven't attacked us in a couple turns, so I think what we'll do is we'll have to sally out and attack them. Because we've only got one more turn before we surrender anyway. So we'll fight this one, even though we're not favoured to win it. They've got 2 pieces of artillery, 1 cavalry unit, and a general unit as well. And they have a variety of frontline infantry. So we'll play this one, our first battle against the Spanish, the Battle of Gibraltar, 1805. I don't know why my Spanish and French accent sounds so similar. They allied up, I guess. Alright. So, what are we working with? 7 units. Not too bad. But it's gonna be tough without any cavalry to flank and artillery to soften them up. So we're attacking them at the end of the day as well. So I think what we need to do is use some of the terrain to our advantage. But the problem is it's nice and flat over there, where they're just chilling. There's a bit of a tree line where we could hold on in. I think what we need to do is basically meet them and then just try and angle and invert the flanks and just keep on rotating. Like, I think what we need to do is just keep opening up angles on them. And that's how we're going to break through that front line. But we're not favoured to win this one. It's going to be tough. So, the problem is as well, we can't, once we move up, we can't stand out in the open too long because we're just going to get absolutely ripped. So we might be able to overlap like this. Like that might be just the best play and get everyone to charge. Like, don't stop moving until we're in a firing position, because if we sit any far back, we're just going to get shot relentlessly by those cannons that are already starting to pepper us a bit.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Because I reckon we would have surrendered. And we've already lost. If you play one more turn, we probably would have surrendered, but the garrison has already taken a little bit of a thumping. I maybe should have sallied out a fair few turns ago. But no matter. We're moving up here now. The units that are lucky enough to hold in the tree line will probably get some more protective cover. Okay, keep going. Okay, nearly into position now. Smoke coming up from the distance. Just got to keep an eye on what they're doing. Try and match them like that. There's even some foliage here we'll be able to use to our advantage. So keep going, everyone. One of my units lost half its strength and is wavering slightly. Okay. So forming up to make it look pretty probably isn't going to work. We're going to need to get up a lot closer. Still not in range. But now they are on this left flank. So we're about to trade some fire with the Spanish 1st Regiment. Far out against our 1st Militia. Okay. So what I'll do is we'll try and match it and move to about here and move up a bit. And swing and angle it around to get in range. We won't need to move these guys. They can start firing at each other. Too much, just angle it like that. Move up slightly. Quickly move. Okay, man, hold the line. We're gonna have to get closer again, aren't we? They seem to be consolidating, which is interesting. But the 4th here is trading some fire, which is great to see. So this is probably one of the better armies that Spain has to offer. But the thing is, they can basically purely focus on this war with us. They're not at war with Portugal nor France. So we're basically standing up to the might of Spain with little old Gibraltar. Okay, they just seem to be moving out a bit. Clustering in the center. So what we need to do is just quickly just keep on doing this. Just angle up, open up the angles, angle and move, angle and move. Angle and move like the Anglos do. Just turning into a little bit of a shootout at the moment. Maybe they're about to do a cavalry charge. Got to be careful if we need to form square. But for now, we seem to be holding. It's still 60% in their favour. Still not favoured to win. Oh, here comes the cavalry charge. Oh, we're not going to be able to form square though. That's the problem. Wasn't the most high damaging charge. Oh, lucky I guess I didn't form square because we still got those volleys off. I was like, oh, do we form it or we're not going to have time? So you just got to get those last couple shots off. Okay, keep on angling on that. Yep. If we can break that one on the left, we could really swing on in. So one of our units is already wavering on the right flank. This is super close. This is going to be way too hard to call. Well, it's not going to be too bad if we lose this, I guess. Because then we can fully withdraw out of Gibraltar, we can move the navy away. Well, actually, we might need to keep the navy, to be honest, because we need to protect the trade nodes. But we can stop putting any investment down here. I form square just in time there, though. Oh. They're withdrawing from their left flank, so we might have won there. One of the units in the centre is now crippling. They have now come back, which is good. They've rallied. But then, yeah, we can focus fully on France, and then Spain later on. Because technically Spain was our allies after Napoleon betrayed them. I guess once again the AI would probably get roasted if France had to deal with Austria, Prussia, and then the Spanish. Okay, so I'm back to a 50-50. At the moment, we're just outgunning them with our superior equipment and well-trained, disciplined men, because at the end of the day, we're fighting for our lives. We're fighting for the freedom of Gibraltar, and they're just trying to conquer another Spanish city. Okay, this is what we just need to do. Keep on angling up like this. Keep on flanking, because then it makes them move. And if we can start hitting from the sides and behind with musket fire, that'd be brilliant. We're still firing into their center corridor. Okay, it's probably time to move up slightly. Put the pressure on them, because there are a couple of these guys that are just out of range. So, fire and advance. And just keep on flanking and angling. 50-50 now. Still not out of the woods just yet. But we just seem to just be out firing them. I think they've got a pretty decent variety of units. But nowhere near as well equipped and well trained as ours. They've even got some luck gorillas there. Okay, they're now routing, which is good. Yeah, just keep, look at this. Now this unit here is getting hit by like 4 from all sides. And they're going to completely capitulate there. Brilliant stuff. Okay, you're still in range. You're holding. They're now going. General's moving further back now. That should stop his osmosis. Now we're just firing into this Spanish center. And we're doing quite well. A little bit of a close one. Had a couple units wavering here and there, but we've managed to really pin them down and flank around them. And now they're pulling further back. It's been a little bit difficult to shoot at them because they've been actually well protected in this short little bit of tree line where they are as well. They kind of move centrally to get some of that cover. But the Gibraltar garrison is just absolutely peppering these boys. Filling them with lead and shrapnel. And now they're pulling way further back. Alright, let's advance the line again. Now that we're not flanking them too hard, just move up in one strong, long, continuous line. And look at them moving the general in. Yeah, get a shot against him. And that should cause a massive morale shock, you would think. There we go, let's try and bring down the general staff. There we go, perfect. Let's speed things up. So, they've still got a couple units remaining, but they are now officially in a full retreat. They're retreating from the battlefield. Good stuff, boys. Yeah, that's what did it. Like, when you've only got a bunch of infantry, it's quite difficult. You will lose a bit, but you just got to keep on tinkering and moving and flanking, flanking. So we lost a decent amount, but we managed to repel the Spanish army. So we've only got a little bit left. We can't run down that resistance, but if they attack again, we'll be fine. Okay, so our first successful battle against the Spanish. The Peninsular War has well and truly kicked off. We're bankrupt here, but hopefully if we put up the taxes slightly, that'll do. It's because we're still dealing with blockades and stuff, which is annoying. Oh, they've gone now, so maybe we won't have to deal with it. Oh, they're blocking another port. Yeah, these small little French lightning raids are going to be annoying. Napoleon's continental system was, well, already annoying enough. Right, so they haven't attacked us there. It's just an opportunity to intercept. I forget that happens in Napoleon Empire. It's a good feature. So we'll auto-resolve that off. And that should be the last one. So the garrison didn't really come in too much. Okay, back up in England. So we're getting blocked there, which is dealing us a little bit of financial damage. But we kind of need to get these reinforcements down to Spain. That's the problem. John Moore, proper general. Now that the Spanish aren't quite passive and are going on to attack, we need that cavalry and artillery. And we get these Scotsmen down there as well would be brilliant. We can get trade with a couple factions here. Let's get trade with Sicily. We're still at war with Switzerland, Württemberg, and Italy. That's something we have to watch out for. Does Portugal, that's what I was looking for. Do they still want that alliance? Or military access, that's the main thing. If I can disembark troops there and then move them across, that'll be brilliant instead of going all the way down south. Nah, they're just not interested, man. Okay, looks like the French are mobilizing some forces in Brussels. That could be a settlement we look to take in the future. But there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Napoleon. Michel Ney, Masséna, a couple of others. Probably hanging about there that we can't see. Okay. Let's end the turn and continue. French don't seem to do anything, which is good. Hopefully Russia, Prussia, and Austria putting the pressure on the French. Because we're not going to be able to win this war single-handedly, particularly fighting on a two-front war. And we can intercept them again. And that is the last of the Spanish. Oh, as I say that, I've jinxed myself there. There's a bloody stack coming in. Oh, wow. A stack and a half as well. Well, luckily we have those reinforcements coming in because we're going to need them desperately. John Moore is about to be dropped off with a decent army there. And now Nelson has a grand fleet in the Strait. Okay, it's time to put some money into my economy. We've got a little bit of money left. We need to not fully rely on our trade, so we'll build some markets, some mines, and whatever we can on the mainland of England. I've sort of neglected that because I wanted to focus on getting military as quick as I could. We're still slowly but surely converting the populace at Holland as well. That's being a little bit of a challenge. We've had to not tax them there, but we're nearly at full strength. Okay, so the Spanish are on the border here. The French are on the border as well. Both are posturing. Let's see which one attacks me first. The French go, and they're just moving another ship to block the port city of Bristol, which is annoying because that's where most of our ships are made, and probably where most of the trade flows from the UK to the colonies. Well, the Americas. Okay, we do have an opportunity to intercept here. I think I might play this one with John Moore against Miguel. He has 3 units of artillery, a lot of infantry and some cavalry as well. And then we get the garrison drawn out. Yeah, look, what I'll do is I'll chuck a save here. And we'll play this one in episode 3 coming out soon. The exact same time as this episode came out. So stay tuned for episode 3 of my Napoleon Total War Darthmod campaign as the UK. So we've got another battle against the Spanish. This time around, fighting with a proper general, some artillery, and some cavalry, which will be good. So John Moore is getting really thick into the Peninsular War. And then we just got to keep an eye on the French. Yeah. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel soon. I'm going to play the outro now. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Gotta say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. So thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.